the point guard battle kind of playing itself out for both Jamal and Ken?
It's a good competition. Both are great point guards. Both are doing great right now in the preseason. So right now, I think it's a good competition right now.
What does Jamal need to do more that he necessarily maybe didn't do last year?
I mean, he needs to accept that. I mean, it's his team. I mean, he needs to run it. I mean, he did a good job doing that last year, but I think Coach wants to see that a little bit more probably this year.
What about you, Stefan? What's your opinion on as far as just how the point guard battle is playing out?
I mean, they both been working hard. And, two good players, but like you said, Jamal needs to work on, running his team like he should. I mean, he did that last year, but he's had 1 year under his belt, so he's going to be a little bit more comfortable. With Ken, he's a fast player, so he needs slow down a little bit, control the team. So good competition in both out of both players.
Stefan, what's the preparation and focus been like this year in the preseason as opposed to what it was last year? What's been different and what's changed and how's it going?
I think this year has been more focused on defense. Coach Smith been telling us, offense is going to come to us, but we just been focusing more on defense. And, during boot camp, that's all we've been doing is pretty much defense. Towards the end, we've been starting putting plays in and, trying to get ready for Campbellsville. But overall, it's just the mentality has been focusing on our defense.
Sure, same to you. Does it feel more like it did 2 years ago, preparing for a season, than it did last year? Are things different?
Yeah, I mean, he went back to the basics. After last year, he just broke everything down and said we're starting over from scratch, and we're going to be a hard-nosed defensive team. He even started this little thing of giving out Purple Hearts, which is this little thing he has for hustle. You dive on the floor, you take a charge, you help out a teammate, just the extra plays, that you make, and then you get a Purple Heart. I mean, it's the same kind of thing. We're leading with our hearts, and we're going to leave every drop of sweat and heart and courage on the floor every night, in and out.
How tough is that to start from scratch? I mean, was it tough at first, or is it all right?
With this group of guys, I wouldn't say really, because everyone has such a desire to win and such a strong competitive desire. Practices are like games when we play against each other. I mean, it's like we're playing against a Memphis or a Louisville when we're playing against each other. It's that intense. People are diving on the ground, going in the chairs for a loose ball at the beginning of practice. First drill, first ball hit the floor, guys are flying everywhere for it. It's just a whole different level of Western basketball.